Growing up, I was really into like Ray Harryhausen films, so the stop motion creature films. I always really like films that kind of capture my imagination. So for me, I had to make a film that took people to a different place. It was important for me to, like I said, build this world and build somewhere for the characters to be that wasn't here. I suppose it doesn't dilute the subject matter. It just involves the audience more because we're inviting them into a place that they don't necessarily know. When I started developing the concept and writing the script, I looked a lot into real case scenarios of families that had experienced dementia and how that had affected the setup of the family. I watched a really good documentary, a short American doc called Alive Inside, which basically followed a care home in which they used alternative therapy on the patients. So there's one chap who's got dementia, and they play music from when he was younger, and just for those few minutes, it brings him back to life. It helps him, not very obviously, but we can see as an audience watching it that he remembers who he was slightly just from hearing this music. So it's little themes like that that I just kind of incorporated into the film.
So if it comes from the direction of all machinery, it's probably better, you know.
It's very rare you come across people in your life that believe in you and fill you with confidence and honestly make you believe that you can do stuff. I'd seen previously what he'd done working with Matt Owen on Turn On, and I just knew that it'd be a perfect match, really. It was just fantastic to work with him, so I owe a lot to him for helping us get this film together.
Action.
Our producer, Mark, he got in touch with Bruce's agent, who kind of said, yeah, the only condition is he wants to meet the director to talk about the script before he says yes or no. So we met up in a really tiny cafe in Abergele. We ordered sausage and egg sandwiches because that's Bruce's favourite. And he read the script and he really got what we were trying to do. Me and Marky sold it to him that this was an opportunity for Bruce to do something completely different, completely away from what he'd done in the past. And he loved it.
Scene 6, slate 2, take 1.
Getting someone on board like Matt, who's an incredible young actor who's done loads of really cool stuff, turning up on set the day we were shooting Matt's scene, it was just amazing. It's just incredible what he's done. He's an immense talent, and obviously he's going to probably go and have like a mega career, but the fact that he took the time out of his life to come do this little film that a few of us had come up with, it's just ace.
First day filming, I didn't know half of these people, and now we've just worked as one, a little bit like a little family, and people I think really need to know about this film process. And during the film it's been a great process filming it.
I had another project that I had this idea for, and essentially it was to get a camera and then shoot down into the viewfinder of a 1970s Mamiya, which has a hip viewfinder. So yeah, you shoot down into the viewfinder and then obviously it has the picture at the front and it just looks like something from the 70s. So yeah, so I showed him this test footage that I'd done for that particular project and he loved it, and it kind of ended up winding its way into the project.
Yeah. Cool.
3 or 4 months before was when we did the test footage, so we knew kind of what it was going to be like. We knew how it was going to look, like the colour of it and all the stuff you want to know, I guess, just to know that this is how it's going to be. And thanks to the test footage that we shot, we were able to get some really great people on board, which was just brilliant, really. So.
And the test footage early on, you can obviously see that the props that have been used, the location that we used did make it into the film, but definitely the props were just stuff we threw together because we needed to just get that onto the screen. So it was great just to ring people like Roseanna up and Scott, people I've collaborated with for a long time who I've known from being kids to being adults now and being professionals. Luckily, they believed in the idea. They came down, we had a bit of lunch together and we just went off and filmed.
Yeah, he had a really, really vivid idea of what he wanted, and that was great because we literally, when we were shooting, we literally could go to a page in this file with the storyboards in, and he could say, okay, this is what we're going to do now. And I would know that this is what he wanted to see, and I was able to translate what he'd drawn in these little boxes through the camera. It's not easy to make a film. You have to have the right crew, and thankfully we did.
It's all about just having fun, and we had such a great time making this film, and I really hope when you watch it you can see the energy that went into it, and I hope you can see that it was treated with a lot of love.
Slate 7, take 2.
I've had the time of my life doing a short film, and I want to do plenty more. But what really kicked this film was the script. Written by a lad called Scott Feast. It's an amazing script. It's a sci-fi script, and it'll grip you, just like it gripped me.